Hey guys, welcome. Welcome aboard if you are brand new. Welcome back if you're not, and welcome home if that sits perfectly for you. We want to talk right now about what's going on for you if you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Or if you have called to know, love, or spend a lot of time with someone who is. And we're talking specifically about what's going on for you during the month of June 2024. Also important to note, I absolutely welcome cross-watchers. I think that gathering the most energetic information you can is always a good thing. Interesting. Okay, my Taurus friends, you get some Leo energy here. So please remember that this is a general reading. That means it will not apply to everyone. It can't, right? That's just not how energy works. And so I do want to request that you very deliberately use your intuition here and grab what works for you and just leave behind what does not. If it doesn't resonate with your story, if it's not a nice, easy fit, then it is probably not your information. And that's okay. You have plenty of other signs. You have plenty of other placements. And if that doesn't work, there are plenty of other pick a card readings on this channel alone. So just make sure that you are gathering the information that speaks to your soul, that resonates with you. And again, we're not pushing. Use your intuition, right? It's always your best guide. So yeah, no worries, no worries. Let's get moving here. So we're talking about June 2024 for my Taurus friends. You have Leo, right? Which is a beautiful energy. It talks about your selfness, right? It talks about the you of you. It talks about what you're creating. It talks about the way that you're enjoying your life, the way that you're in relation to it, right? The way that you want to shine, the way that you want to put yourself out there. You also have the message mending bridges, right? I heal rifts. I am a mender. Well, I mean, here's the thing. There's a really interesting dichotomy here. That Leo energy, Leo pride is a real thing, but the key here is that Leo energy it appears prideful because when you hurt Leo energy, what you're actually wounding is that Leo heart, which is absolutely precious. That Leo heart is so giant and warm and magnanimous that when a Leo is wounded, they tend to shrink back, right? They tend to contract because they are so always out there that when you hurt a Leo, they just shrink in and of themselves, right? Remember, Leo is the 5th sign coming after Cancer, which is the ultimate in contraction when wounded. And so if we're talking about healing rifts, being a mender, there might be something in your life that is looking for a little repair. And when I say little, I do not mean, wow, yeah. I do not mean small in terms of pain or wounding. I mean that it's something that needs to be repaired. Now let's just have this conversation. You also have the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, Judgment, the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. So something is going on in your life that is really unpleasant. Let's just call it that way. You have a lot of conflict. You have a lot of posturing. You have a lot of needing to be right. And then you have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, which are necessary, absolutely necessary release of something, right? This is rock bottom and the overwhelm. And so the way that we're going to look at this energy is whatever it is that you've been doing, I feel like you've just been trying to get your stuff done, right? You've got the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands here. You're just trying to kind of live your life, right? And something has been, I want to call it kind of like happening in your periphery, or right up in the edge of what's going on for you. And it's just kind of been turned up and turned up and turned up. And it's at this point where you can no longer ignore it, right? Something has to give. Something has to give, because you can no longer manage your function. You can no longer manage your forward motion. You can no longer get your shit done. And so this Judgment card, this is a reckoning, right? This is, right, if you can hear the da-da-da-da, right? This is, it's time. Whatever's going on here, whatever's been happening, it may be that it's been allowed to happen because you just haven't had the reason enough to call whoever this is on their behavior. Maybe it's been going on because you've been too busy, right? Getting your business taken care of to take the time to say, you know what, hold up now, this is not working for me. But you're kind of at that place now where if you don't do it, it's going to start detracting from your experience. It's going to start detracting from your capacity to live your life in the way that you want to. In fact, it might already be at that place, right, where there's not enough elbow room for you to be in your own space. What's happening, though, is that in June of 2024, you're going to have to deal with this. Now, the thing is, there are a couple of ways to deal with it, right? There's this way to create more conflict, right? To get postury, to get bent, to get, like, to go at this with hurt feelings. The thing is, it's going to change. You get to determine by your approach how that outcome is going to move through. The fact of the matter is that if you approach this in a gentle way and say, hey, I notice that this is what's been going on. Are you aware that these are the consequences of your actions? I feel like this, or I'm experiencing this as a result of da-da-da-da-da. Things will change. Now, it might not be simple, right? It might not happen immediately, but it will change. Let's grab a little bit of clarity on the Judgment card. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Page of Wands. All right, so, well, it might come in as an inspiration, right? It might be and all of a sudden you see exactly how to approach this. And you're just going to move forward on it. So if that's the way it rolls in, trust it, right? Just be like, oh, hey, you know what? Whatever, and just let that go. Don't approach it in that hostile way. Don't approach it in that blocking way. All you'll do is add more fuel to whatever this is. But, yeah, trust what comes as inspiration in terms of how you're going to fix it, because you got to fix it. Listen, my Taurus friends, let me know how this goes. If this resonates for you, I wish you luck. Just be open, because your life will qualitatively be so much better once you address this, right? You'll be able to get back to doing the things you want to do, right? So I wish you luck. Have a great June. Take care.